Hi guys, this is the Oracle, and we lost the third die roll of this Zendikar 8-4 draft, and I'm gonna keep this hand. It's decent, nothing crazy, but just a decent hand. Actually, the opponent put us on the play, which, might be right, honestly. In this set, it's quite difficult to know if you want to be on the play or on the draw. It depends of the deck. Um, but I do not mind being on the draw. I mean, on the play with my deck. Um, Hopefully it doesn't have a removal for the Steward and I'll be able to attack for a decent amount since I have those Looming Spire. The opponent is playing blue-red apparently, which, it's fairly good. Findar Sovereign is a decent pickup. The good news now, um, which I do appreciate, is that if I draw lands, that's gonna be good, because I have the Rising, I have the Shatter Skull, I have the Felidar Sovereign, I have the Rolling Thunder, and if I draw spell, almost every spell that is left in my deck I can cast. I can cast it with the lands I do have. So that's really nice for me. Drawing a 3-drop next turn could be nice. Okay, that is actually fairly nice. I'm gonna kill that Sky Spawner now. Since my opponent might be playing removal, I'd rather make sure this dies. Obviously it's gonna be like a 2-for-1 since, we both lost a card but you get a token out of the deal. So, not the best trade ever, but I think I still rather do that than, take the damage for the rest of the game. Especially since I might not play other creature for quite a good amount of time, which makes this outnumber not very useful. I mean, I will not end up with a ton of creature and be able to kill a 4 toughness or 5 toughness creature. So I'm fine making that exchange, even though it's not the most it's not the best for me. I'm not gonna lie. A land would be perfect, and I think any other spell except for Meteors of 5-drop I can cast, so that's nice. Two Sky Spawner is very good. I mean, there is that. That's one of the best cards in the set. One of the best common. Um, does he want to trade a Sky Spawner? I guess I have the Rolling Thunder that can deal a little bit with those 1 toughness thing. I think I'm gonna attack though. I don't think he should block. If he blocks with the Sky Spawner, that might mean that he does have an outnumber, because without that, I don't think blocking is very great. Um, Great Horn is nice. Obviously, it it means that I won't land even more, but it was a decent draw. Not a great card by any means, but it's decent. Right now, I'm not under too much pressure actually, and my opponent is actually at 12. This Steward with Looming Spire did some job. I mean, a decent job. He kills my I mean, he removed from the game my Great Horn, which is fine. The tokens there and the Sky Spawner are starting to be fairly threatening to me. Fire Mental Mage, not the best. Honestly, at that point, the thing I want to have is just lands. Uh, lands would be great. Uh, he might have outnumber there. I mean, if he does that, that's fine. I auto-yielded, but I don't think, yeah, it didn't look like he had the actual outnumber. And I have 2 in my deck, which lower the possibility of my opponent having that card overall. Even if I mean, it doesn't mean match, but it is less likely that they have this card, I think. Um, Things are not looking bad, but not looking particularly good. If he has another touch for my Environmental Mage and attack for 1 more time, it will start to be annoying. Okay, that's annoying. Hmm. I have this Undo Rising, so if I can draw land, I will win any race at some point. As I drew one of my 5-drop. Oh, that's honestly that's starting to be a bit frightening. So next turn I'm taking 5. Yup. Things are. I mean, with a land, I would definitely be able to win fairly easily, but now things are starting to be a bit frightening. I guess the turn against means if I draw a land, I can do something during his attack step, but Question now is, should I keep those back? Another option would be to Rolling Thunder both of these and attack with the Steward. That might be the safest play. That might be the safest play, honestly. Because I could also play the Firemental Mage and keep both to try to double block that, but if he has some sort of removal, that's very bad for me. I think I will have to kill that flyer at some point, so actually, and I will have things to do with my mana later on, so uh, I'd like to keep cards like Rolling Thunder for later, um, but honestly I don't really have the opportunity to do that now. And here I removed um, 3 power from the board, um, which is important, and also an evasive creature. Uh, we'll see what happens. Hopefully the opponent doesn't play something too threatening there. I guess if he taps out for like a big thing, I could just draw land and kill him with turn against. So I will try to play carefully with my HP, but I wasn't chump blocking yet, so this is why I attacked last turn. I don't think chump blocking is very good. As the opponent plays a Manta. Okay, I drew my land. Amazing, amazing. So now what is the play? I am dead to his creature. I cannot kill him yet. Undo Rising is probably not actually... that's interesting. A play could be to Firemental Mage and Undo Rising without the Awaken. I would gain 2, go to 8, he would go to 6. Basically my idea is to kill him with turn against next turn, but I mean, so now my thought process is, what is the play that makes the that makes the that makes it I don't die next turn? Because I think if I don't die next turn, I should be able to win. I could play the Shadow Skull Recruit and attack with Stewart. It means that if he has a turn against or a removal, bounce spell or anything for my recruit, I die though. I could also play the Shadow Skull Recruit and not attack with that, so I can chump block if he has something, and then kill him. That might actually be the safest play. Because he's at 8, I can steal something, which means he will not be able to block that. The thing is, let's say next turn you just play, I don't know, a 4-4, some sort of 4-4, attack with the Manta, keep that back. Then I steal the 4-4, attack with everything. He cannot block the giant, but he block his creature with that. He takes 6, it doesn't die. So I think I kinda have to attack there. Should I Fire Mental and Undo Rising though? Because being at 8 gives me a little bit more time. That's not an easy play. Honestly, that's the interesting turn of this game, I think. As I said, I don't think playing Shadow Skull and not attacking is the right play, because it means I cannot kill him next turn. Firemental Undo Rising gives me 8 life. My opponent would go to 6, and that actually might be the right play, honestly. Because after that I can probably turn against his only blocker and attack with everything. And I'm not dead to 2 turns of Manta. It might seem like an odd play, but I think it actually is the right play. Yup, I think that's the right play. Anyway, if you would have played that differently, feel free to leave a comment. It's definitely not an easy and straightforward play, but I think this leaves me with the best chance of killing my opponent next turn and not dying on his turn. So that might be the right thing to do. But I guess if he has any sort of well, actually, if he has another clutch, or a what's the name of that card? Um, the card that taps. I mean the same as clutch, but taps and doesn't untap. Then maybe I cannot use that, unfortunately. Um, yup. Sure. Then maybe playing the Shadow Skull and not attacking is right. But then it taps or bounces the Shadow Skull. Attack with both. I jump there. I take 3. I go to 3. And on my turn, this is gonna. I can attack for 6 with that, but I wouldn't have attacked, so it would be at 8. So I don't think this saved me. I mean, hmm. And now another question arises: should I jump block the mountain or not? I don't think it is very likely that he does have another burn spell. Yeah, he doesn't attack with the mountain. The mountain. That's definitely interesting. Um, all right. That's weird because I could play an ally, which means that cannot block. Definitely an interesting sequence here. I could have played that differently, but I think looking at what he did there, the way I played might have been the the correct, the most optimal one. Not sure though. Herald of Kozilek. That stops the beatdown, I guess. And another creature. Titan coils on that. Alright. Alrighty. Reckless Cohort. Yup. So he's playing very safe there. I will have to take damage from the Manta next turn. Um. So I cannot kill him right there. Yeah, I cannot. I'm just gonna play the Shadow Skull, but this might actually not be enough because I cannot attack with my squad there. But I think if he doesn't play another creature, I do win because he's attacking with that. I steal the mountain. I attack with everything. He cannot block that, and um, he cannot block that and dies. I mean, block one of the other two and dies. But it seems like he has. Okay. Oh right. Okay. Well, that wins him the game. Not much I can do about that, honestly. Um, Since I didn't draw a 6th land, there wasn't any possibility for me to really make a better use of Undo Rising. Hmm. That was definitely an interesting game. Um, if you have any insight about how I could have played that differently and more efficiently, I'm not sure. I think I thought about the most important and dangerous card, but I might have missed something. Um, Had I played the recruit first, um, what if I played the recruit and he didn't have any sort of removal? I would have attacked for 2. I would have won, I think. Yup. Maybe making the simplest play was the better solution. It may be well possible that I over predicted things that just didn't exist in my opponent deck, which is eh, which is a stupid mistake. But that was definitely an interesting play and sequence of play, I guess. Part of the Water Veil changed things. Anyway, I'm not gonna side in anything. So had I played a recruit and attack, that's the most aggressive play, but also the most risky one. By doing that, I would have been able to win. Yeah, I would have won. But um, but if he had any sort of removal or bounce or anything, I would have lost. Huh. Not the most easiest play though, that's for sure. That hand is, you cannot keep one lander, so unfortunately I will have to mulligan. I'm gonna keep that even though it's not very exciting. Uh, as the opponent mule too, I guess that's not bad. It's not very good either, but it's not bad. As the opponent kept 6-2, but he's on draw, so he's gonna have one more card. Mountain, sure. As I drew the Edron Grinder, which is, well, as it was proven is in the round 1 or 2, I don't remember, with the when I used the trick on that, it is a bit better than a Hill Giant, but still not the greatest card of all time. Um, I don't really need to use Looming Spire, but I kind of want to be able to cast my Zada next turn, so I'm gonna use it and attack. Okay, sure. Especially since next turn I will not be forced to attack, since I will have the Steward on the battlefield. So there is that too, which makes up a little bit for using the Spire, even if it wasn't really useful. I mean, it's one damage, I guess. And this game is, well, I don't know. If he plays a Sky Spawner there, that's bad news. If he plays nothing, I could be doing things. We'll see what happens. So no Sky Spawner is good news. He could very well have a counterspell for Zada. If he does, well, that's a bit annoying, but not much I can do. No reason to play around anything there. So, woo, my opponent is not in the best spot there. He's at 13, facing 3 creature. Let's say he plays another land there. I mean, he had played another land, and he used the Converge Pyroclasm. What is the name? Radiant Flame. I would have I would have gotten blown all the way back, but it doesn't seem like he's doing that. Okay, clutch on that, sure. It's only my spell, so he cannot just bounce everything. As he drew a Sky Spawner though, which is fairly good for him. I think I'm attacking with both. He's probably trading that for... That would not have been my block of choice. It's really... I mean... Well, it worked out, I guess, but... Not sure. I mean, especially since you know about Zada, and Zada means this is not forced to attack too, so... not sure about that block. Guess it doesn't matter that much, but I guess... Well, actually it doesn't matter at all. Okay, so Zada dies, I guess, but I can attack for 2. One more turn. Tunneling Geopede. That's decent. This is an ally. No, it's not. It's not an ally, so I will have to attack with that next turn. Can I... Yup. Yup. So he's at 9. I have a Geopede. Eh. I was lucky that he made a fairly slow start, but this might not be enough for me to win. We'll see what happened there. Touch of the Void, that's probably one of the best things he could make. As long as he keeps destroying my creature, that's not gonna be great for me. Lands are not great. I guess I do have that Invoker, but I'm still 2 lands away from using that. And if I just draw lands and he has another way to deal with my Invoker, I will lose, so that's also not the best news of all time. And now we can even cast a Rune Processor and gain 5 life. And that could very well be the end of that game if he actually does that. Sheer drop, alright. I think I'm just attacking with the Reckless Cohort there. Don't think I want to trade that for a Cloud Manta. If he wants to take 2, that's fine. If he wants to trade the Manta for that thing, that's also fine. If he takes 2, he's gonna be very dead to sheer drop. Sheer drop also means um, I am not dead to the first thing. Okay, it does that. That would be fine too. I mean, that means he will not have a blocker for a potential turn against during the next turns. Sure strike. Hmm. He has no cards left in hand though. Sure. I guess you can do that. I don't mind. I don't mind trading my cohort, which already dealt, I don't know, something like 10 or 8 damage for a sure strike. And next turn you can use the Blighted Cataract, I guess, but then I can sheer drop the Manta as he's probably attacking with that. Yup, it does sacrifice that, but it means that he's not doing anything else. If I draw land, I'm happy because I can attack with a 3 power ace creature, and it makes me shorter for the invoker. If I don't draw land, I'll be able to cast anything. So there are not many bad draws in my deck right now. I guess Looming Spire or Evolving Wild are not the best. Okay, it doesn't attack. Hmm. As I do draw land. Again, I don't think I want to trade there. Just gonna wait one more turn. Hmm. No, yeah, I don't want to trade that. Hmm. Yeah, actually not attacking was the best move he could do. I don't think he wanted to trade 3 for 2, and yep. Hopefully it doesn't cast a rune processor. That's the card that would really be annoying for me. If he starts to attack with the Cloud Manta, that's not the best news, but not much I can do about that. No attack though. And nothing. As I drew Tandem Tactics, that's not great. I guess it could save my Invoker if he tries to burn it. Not doing anything yet though. Still nothing. Oh, he attacks now, so he might have drawn the processor. At least I might be able to sheer drop that. I guess if he has the processor, I might have to keep the sheer drop for the processor. Okay, so an incubator drawn. Sure. As I draw Rolling Thunder, which I can use for 5. Sure, sure, sure. I think I'd still rather kill that, make that a big, I mean, not very big, but make that a creature. And, should I attack? I don't think so. I don't think I gain a lot by attacking there with anything. Yeah, Rolling Thunder makes it more likely that I can win. Obviously, the rune processor is still annoying, still fairly threatening for me, but that aside, even if he casts something really big, that's not the worst for me. Let's say he casts the 8-9 Trampler, I still hit, attack with everything. He is pretty much dead, I think. Yeah, he's dead if he does that, so. Rolling Thunder killing both of my creature, that's huge for him, that's huge. Um, and honestly, there's not much I could have done to prevent that, unfortunately. So I can Rolling Thunder for 5. Well, I guess what I'm gonna do is steal that thing and attack, and hope it doesn't draw a counterspell. Yup, yup. No, I could even use Tandem Tactics. I don't think it's very good though. Let me count EF5. So, well, I'm gonna try to win this way. It might or might not work, but since I lose both of my creature, I don't think I can do better things there. So. Hopefully it does not have... If he has the counterspell, then I just lose. I mean, and there's not much I can do about that. A Rolling Thunder, both of my creature into a counterspell just wins him the game. 5. Yep, 5, okay. And yep, that's gonna be game. Um, so sideboard. I think since he saw the turn against, this lower the value of that card, so I'm gonna put it back in my deck. Take a Shadow Skull Recruit, which seems like a fairly decent creature, and submit. Um, I kinda like to side out tricks and instant that are easy to play around, because once your opponent saw them, if they have a decent level of gameplay, I guess, they will play around. And I mean, good player will even play around even if they don't know it, if they can afford to play around. But when the opponent knows about the card you have, I think the card, if it's a crit, if it's a trick, it decreases a lot in value. That hand is perfect. I'm gonna keep it. Not much to say. This time he chose to play first. I think he realized I was fairly aggressive. And since I drew a land, I do not have to play this Looming Spire yet, which I do appreciate. Pilgrim's Eye is gonna fetch another land for the Tunneling Geoped, then I can cast the Shadow Skull Recruit. Overall, things are looking fairly good. Um, hmm. Syrian Steward can block that if he doesn't play a colorless creature, but he might actually play a colorless creature, and I think I'd rather play that, because if he has the Eldrazi Sky Spawner, I'd rather have the Core Castigator, because if I play the Steward, he can just Sky Spawner and attack with Sentinel, and that's not great for me, as if he has the Sky Spawner there, it's not gonna be very good to attack, because then he takes a lot back. I guess he can block. I guess it doesn't change a whole lot. But he makes a very good start there. Very aggressive. Okay, Evolving Wilds is also a nice pick. Um, hmm. Since I have this Pilgrim Eyes, I don't really want to trade my Castigator for a Sky Spawner though. But I think I will still attack. Um, I have 2 mana open. This could represent things, and it doesn't block as I thought. I mean, I didn't think he would block there. And I'm gonna play the Pilgrim's Eyes, which, you know, is quite perfect at blocking the Sky Spawner. I don't think I gain a lot by playing Geopid now. I'm gonna fetch a mountain. I don't think it matters a lot though. And next turn I'm probably playing Geopid and using Evolving Wild or Looming Spire. And yeah, the game is looking fairly good for now. Okay, another Sentinel is a bit annoying, but not unbeatable. Ooh. Well, if you want to make that trade, that's completely fine. He might have the Short Strike. If he does have that, oh well, fine. I 2-for-1 him basically, to some extent at least. Um, so now I think I'm casting a Geopid, Looming Spiring the Castigator, and attacking for 4. And, you know, I have less creature, but I'm winning this race so far. And next turn I might Geopid land Steward. And actually, Evolving Wild with 2 Geopid is 4 damage. That's fairly brutal. And he's gonna be at 10 from the Geopids next turn, probably. Okay, okay, that's annoying. That's annoying. Um, he's dealing a lot of. He's applying a decent amount of pressure on me. I am not gonna lie. Sure, sure, sure. Damn, then that's great. That's just a great card to draw there. That's probably the best card I could have drawn. Um, yeah, things are shaping up very well for me. So he's gonna take the damage here. Don't think he can play around this tactic very well. I'm gonna attack with both and see what he does. If he makes the bold block, which would be this here, and this here, and yeah, it doesn't make the stupid block. I think I'm still using tandem tactics because I kind of want to keep my Geopede. And if I can put him down to 6, I'm one land away from killing him. So that's fairly good. He made a good block there though. I'm not gonna lie. But he's not in the best spot. And now he goes to 6. He's virtually at 2 because of Evolving Wilds. And next turn I can cast a Recruit. And honestly, if if he cannot play colorless spell, he doesn't even have good attack. I guess if he has, let's say he has, what's the name of that card? Touch of the Void on my Geopede, that'd be bad, because he can attack me for 8. And yeah, that's bad. Okay, Herald is also not the best for me, but I guess he cannot attack with the Scion at least. I'm taking 6 though. Most likely taking 6 there. Oh, he attacks on... That'd be great. If he attacks only with that, I'm so happy. No, he attacks with everything. Okay, so I will go to 5. And let's say he has a Touch of the Void. He can just next turn attack with Sky Spawner and kill me, unfortunately. Which means that I would have played the Shadow Skull Recruit, but now I might actually sheer drop that to make it I don't die from a Touch of the Void. Yep, I think I have to do that. Kill the flyer. Don't think I have any good attack there. Let's say I attack with everything. Just gonna check, but he has to block each creature. He has to. Because if he doesn't, I kill him with my Evolving Wilds. So since he has to block every creature, his block are gonna be here and block those. And then if he has Touch of the Void, I died on the backswing. So that doesn't seem very appealing. Especially since I can just play Steward and wait. And if I draw a land next turn, I just win. On the other hand, I cannot really block efficiently next turn. But so, let me check. The thing is, if I attack with everything, I die. I just die, straight up die to the burn spell, because he killed my Steward and attack for 6. So unfortunately, I can't really afford to attack. I'm just gonna not attack. If he has the burn, that is still gonna be bad for me, but at least I'm not dead. But if he has honestly, if he has the what's the name? If he does have the Touch of the Void, I think I lose pretty much no matter what I do. But at least I made it. I don't just die now, since I have blockers. But I will have to make some pretty bad blocks. But at least I can draw something on my turn. And my opponent is playing what? What are you doing? Those Kozilek Sentinel have been very good for my opponent. I mean, this card is fairly strong. It's probably underrated. I mean, I don't think it's underrated. It's okay. That's actually fine. I mean, well, that's not the most threatening. I might want to draw cards of that. Actually, if he plays that and another actually that's not great for me. I guess it's Touch of the Void would have been worst, but I guess if he does that into Touch of the Void, then oh my god, then there's not much hope for me. I guess I can still top deck a burn spell, but that aside, I'm not in a good spot. What else? What else is your play? I think he has the Touch of the Void. Now he might try to attack and see if I take the damage. That could be a play. That could definitely be a play. Oh, attack with everything. Sure. Um. Sure. No attack with the last scion. No attack with both. He has no reason to attack with those. Uh, hmm. Now the question is, do I play around Touch of the Void or not? If he has Touch of the Void, I cannot afford to take any of those damage, and the way he played kinda makes me think he does have the touch, especially since he thought a lot before attacking, and because he could have used touch first, but then I just block everything and I don't die. Okay, let me just... Yeah, if he touch on me, I just block everything and I don't die. So I'm almost sure he has Touch of the Void in hand. Hmm. Those games are very interesting. Um, I will fetch now. I will fetch now. First thing, let's not forget to do that. And let's see how many outs I have. I guess the only card that saved me is Rolling Thunder. Yup. Yup. The thing is, I kinda wanna play around Touch of the Void, but I don't think I can. Cause if he has Touch of the Void, I have one chance out of 25 to win the game. And if he doesn't, I will just probably win. So I'm gonna make the... Should I? I'm not sure if... I might as well go to 1 at that point, I guess. Hmm. Yep, I'm gonna make that play. I think it's better doing that than anything else. If he has a touch, I have one chance out of the 25 to win by making the other block. Um, and he's gonna kill me, I guess. Yep, he is. I'm quite sure it's a Touch of the Void, and yep, it is. Okay, GG. Let's concede. Okay, so let's see what I would have drawn. Interesting. Outnumber. So even if I made the block, I would have just lost to his creature. So there's not much I could have done. But it was definitely an interesting final. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you guys for another draft. And thank you for watching.